If I could turn back time. Yes, we have turned back time. We've gone back to the Blue Couch era here at Studio Live today. My name is Pete Johns. This is the Happy Hour. And this week, I'm otherwise engaged. I know, mysterious. Ooh. So I thought I would bring you a little bit of a nostalgic dose of Pete Johns music from the past, from the early days, from the middle days, maybe a couple of newer songs in there as well. But why not just play some of the songs that you know and love, or perhaps if you're new around here, maybe it's your first time hearing some of these. Either way, welcome aboard and let's get happy. Let's play some tunes. Let's play a song about people who, they go around, they go through life, and somehow, regardless of what goes on, they're never to blame. I crossed the road and never even looked one way. I always seem to know the perfect thing to say. And I don't even wave at other cars when I pass by. Don't have the time, you know I'm such a special guy. And all my friends are telling me that I should be ashamed. But I'm not even listening, 'cause I'm never to blame. I spend a fortune, but I never pay the tab. I just don't give a damn when I make other people mad. And I throw my fellow humans under buses when I can. It's dog eat dog out there, so why not man eat man? And all my friends are telling me that I might be insane. But I'm not even listening. Why? 'Cause I'm never to blame. And people tell me that I'm such a selfish little man, but they're just jealous of the way I get just what I want, and everyone is saying I'll regret it in the end. They keep saying karma's catching up with you, my friend, but I don't hear it when they laugh at me, tell me you're so vain. Might take two to tango, baby, but I'm never to blame. It is true. I take zero responsibility. No, obviously that's by me, but not about me. Not necessarily, anyway. Not necessarily, serily. It's always a fun song. It's a short song, and whenever I play that song, people say to me, Pete, they say, that song's too short. I was just getting into it, and then you stopped. And I said, people like that don't deserve longer songs. Hey, cheers, everybody. If you're having a beverage, let us know. If you're watching this on the live premiere, what are you imbibing? I'm drinking out of my wonderful Studio Live Today mug, available at studiolivetoday.com/merch. You can pick up a t-shirt there too. You can have a good old time. I'm going to play this song. Little change of pace here. This is a song about why I feel like I'm so lucky, because there's so many folks struggling in the world. I used to fly a lot for work, and I was on a trip one time, and I was feeling a bit down on myself. And I'm like, oh, I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get on a plane and fly. And I was like, I was walking into Melbourne, and there was like homeless people and people like struggling and people suffering from mental and physical health. And I'm like, dude, I'm lucky to be flying today. And I wrote this song. 4 a.m. alarm, turn off quickly, taxi arrives, do not toot. The kids are still asleep, well maybe I am too. Skip the coffee, try to sleep on the plane today. Check my bag, have I got what I will need? I'll see, 'cause that's my preference. It keeps me separate from the people carrying way too much in the overhead. Safety demonstration, once again, it won't be needed. It's a class structure on a tiny scale. 'Cause life will have its ups and downs. Sometimes I complain about things that I will choose to do, and who it is that I can blame. But when I see the other people cold and sleeping in the rain, I'm lucky to be flying today. 8 a.m. is when I land, it's time to plan my getaway. A big red bus will take me all the way, past some giant orange sticks. Coffee time at last, I hope it lasts until I reach the comfort of my home, away from home. 2-hour meeting about that new thing that's impacting our sales generation capability. Promoting synergy and shifting paradigms is stressing me and making me wish that it was nearly time to start my journey home. Life will often make me feel that expectations are unreal, and deadlines that I have to hit will make me feel that I'm unfit. But when I see the other people begging for my change to eat, I'm lucky to be flying today. Flying today. Flying today. Yes, I'm lucky to be flying. Life will have its ups and downs, and sometimes I'll complain about things that I will choose to do, who it is that I can blame. But when I see the other people cold and sleeping in the rain, wishing they could have my life even for a single day, struggling to just get by, asking for a reason why, I just walk past them every time. Hey buddy, can you spare a dime? I look away as if I find it's just too hard to realize I'm lucky to be flying today. Flying today. Flying today. Yes, I'm lucky to be flying at all. Ah, yes, I know. Lucky to be flying, flying. Do I have a capo? I do. I can capo it up to play this next tune because you know what? I've got a bit of a mantra that I like to use, and that is that life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. And look, I didn't make up the mantra. I read it. I read it on a board at a cafe. I was at my local cafe, and I was there, and I was like waiting to pick up my kids from school, and I'm like, oh, I got all this work to do, and I got all this stuff to do. Same sort of thing with the flying. And I looked up and saw that sign, and it's like, life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. I'm like, you know what? Bloody true that. It really doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. So soon afterwards, I wrote this song, and it is, not surprisingly, called Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Life isn't always fair. Everyone has their problems. It's easy to hide away. It's harder to find solutions. But I know this for sure. Say the dress rehearsal. Don't wait to see the sign. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful, they say. But sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes you lack direction, but you gotta stay the course, 'cause you're gonna face rejection, and you won't always know there's a battle ahead. Sometimes the war is in your head. Yo! Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. And I don't know what is left to say, 'cause sometimes you hide away and look back on your mistakes. You cannot turn back time, make everything seem fine. So remember, life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. 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 True today as it was when I wrote it many moons ago, right back in 2019, if you can believe it, the before time, the long, long ago. And here we are in 2025, still doing this happy hour thing, still celebrating the joy of music. Speaking of 2019, I wrote this song in 2019 as well. At the time, I wrote this because there's a line in this that always makes me chuckle. Chuckle's not really the right word. But it was written at the time where we were 2019 coming into 2020, and there was some big forest fire, wildfires, bushfires here in Australia. And I was like, oh, this is the worst thing that's going to happen in 2020. That's for true. Oh, little did we know what was around the corner. But yeah, I wrote this song, and it's a song about that. Like, it's got a line about that, but really, it's about the fact that our brains lie to us. It's about the fact that sometimes things that we think are real are actually in our head, and they're in our imagination. Sometimes I sit around and wonder how it is I got here, and if I'm going under. All the complications of my life, all the times when I couldn't reach the knife. In my back to the days when I was a little kid. Always worry about the things I never did. Always thinking about the next big problem, even when it's someone else that's on the hook, me in line and sinker. Ever wonder what it's like to be an overthinker, tinker with all my little thoughts? Maybe it was just the way that I was taught to just believe that I was right. When I lay in bed at night, the thoughts still going round and round and round and round in my head. Don't always believe the things in your head. Sometimes it's just imagination warring. Everything is burning. Kind of surprised that the world keeps turning. Mother Nature is kicking our ass and never seem to learn the lessons of our past. Instead of happiness, we're chasing money. And I think that's pretty funny. funny, not hard to use an indicator to tell us your direction or even estimate the way. Some haters are really just trying to help us appreciate the finer points to the ones who are keeping score. I think I'm about 40 love down, up in my head just one more time. Never seem to find a way to unwinding up and never winding down. I'm down in the park like a James Brown clown. Don't always believe the things in your head. Sometimes it's just imagination. 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 You know why? Sometimes I sit around and wonder how it is I got here and if I'm going under. All these complications of my past, all the things that I've never even had a chance to do and say and be. It's all in my imagination. Imagination. Yeah, look, some people get offended when I say your brain lies to you. It's not a personal insult or an attack, and maybe some people's don't. But if you say that your brain never lies to you, it means you've never had imposter syndrome. You've never had any anxiety. You've never worried about something that ended up not being something to worry about, that ended up not happening and not being true. You've never catastrophized. You've never thought of the worst possible outcome. And I don't know, I haven't met too many people that fall into that boat. So I think that most of us have at some point had a situation where we're like, yeah, I didn't think my brain was lying to me. Turned out it was. And it's not about gaslighting. It's not about anything like that. It's just about the fact that we're all human. And we all have these brains. And if you don't know, you have your two brains. You have your lizard brain and you have your modern brain. Your lizard brain's stopping you from being eaten by a woolly mammoth. Well, woolly mammoth, do they eat you? Or some sort of tiger or lion or bear. Oh my. But the other brain is the one we've developed over time, which is our modern brain that helps us, do things and problem solve and enjoy life and have fun. Whereas if we live too much in our animal brain, in our lizard brain, yeah, we worry about things all the time. And that's why if you listen to your lizard brain, it tells you the bad things that are going to happen instead of your logical brain that says some things might be a bit shit, but for the most part, you're going to be fine. There is no lion coming for you. I guess what I'm trying to say is that many of us do struggle from time to time, and it's okay. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to have anxiety, but you got to learn how to tell it to get on its bike. You say time for hope is gone and there is nothing left to comfort in the end. You say even when you're feeling good that something else will come around the bend. And I'm always thinking, always trying to hold on. And it's hard to feel that something else will go wrong. It's wrong. You say even when there's good things happening, the party will be at an end real soon. You say I might be happy now, but I've a million ways to open up the wound. And I'm always hurting, always trying to hang on. And it's hard to see well just settle in a deal. And you say you're stuck with me forever, this will always be the way you're gonna feel. But I don't believe you. I can still carry on, and it's hard to realize this feeling is just wrong, and I know it's in my head, and my heart is stronger on the scale, and I take a breath and know it's me. I'm not you, you're just anxiety. I'm gonna stay and you're gonna walk away. I'm gonna stay and you're gonna walk right out the door. I'm gonna stay and you're gonna walk away. I'm gonna stay, but you're gonna walk away. Be gone. Demons be gone. And look, my personal experience with anxiety is that it never really goes away. It goes away for a while. You can banish it for a bit, and then it sort of sneaks up behind you. Oh, hello, it's you again. But that's how you have to treat it, right? Not be like, oh, no, here it comes again. It's sort of like, oi. You have to be like a bouncer at a nightclub. You're like, oi, you. Nah, you ain't coming back in. Not in those shoes. Because anxiety wears Crocs. Let's just cut to the chase. If anxiety had a shoe, it would be a Croc because it makes no sense and it's ridiculous. I'm very sorry for all the Crocs lovers out there. I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure you're fine wearing your Crocs. Okay, now that I've offended, how many people? What percentage do you reckon of the population wears Crocs? I got accused. No, I didn't get accused. I didn't think I'd ever written a love song. And I still kind of don't think I really have. But then people reminded me, they're like, Pete, you realize you got a song called Drinking With You, where you're basically writing about your wife. And I'm like, yeah, actually, you're right. So I'm going to play a love song for you, I guess. It's about growing old and not wanting to go out anymore and being at home and drinking with the people we love. Oh, da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. All the bars and the pubs used to thrill me. With a couple of pints I was happy to stay. But the truth is there's nothing that I'd rather do than spend some time drinking with you. Some people live for adventure. Some people need the bright flashing of lights. But I'd rather kick back on a warm summer's night and spend some time drinking with you. Back in the day I was eager to stray. Far away I like to roam, not really. But now I will be where the beer and wine's free, here in the comfort of home. So the others may want to be different and choose not to listen to all that I say. But while they're lining up just to get in the bar, I'll be sitting here drinking with you. Ready to yodel? Yodelay-ho, where do we go? Somewhere where they turn the lights way down low. Yodelay-ho, where do we go? I'd rather just call it a night and go home. So the young ones might call me a killjoy, lame grandpa, as they wave goodbye saying you only live once. We're sleigh, you're the opposite of sleigh. But while they're drinking whiskey for $12 a glass, I'll be sitting here drinking with you. I'll be sitting here drinking with you. So let's just settle in for a few, 'cause I'm sitting here drinking with you. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Oh, a fun old time. Anytime you can rock side to side and do something in a little waltzy kind of way, then you know you're doing well. All right. Oh, I can't find the next one. You know why? Because it's on a different page. But I'll find it. I'll find it. All right, I have to remember how to play it. It's been a while. It's been a while. I figured after singing about being old and being a grown ass man, there's only one song to go to. So this tune is from a few years ago. It was one of my Songtember tunes. It's got a very cool music video. And look, I don't say that lightly. My music videos are usually not great. I make good songs. I just usually don't go to the effort of making a video. But it's the fun video where it's me walking along the river in 4 times speed, slowed down. So yeah, it's weird. Go look it up if you've never seen it before. But this is one I think we can all relate to. It's about getting old and wanting to go home. I have a lot of songs about wanting to go home, don't I? This is grown. My recording is telling me. My recording is telling me that I have no battery. And I was going to do this all in one take, but yeah, no, I got no guitar. So hold the line while we change out the battery. This is why I love my Taylor guitar. It's a great guitar, but it has one major flaw. And that one major flaw is that it has no low battery indicator at all. So the battery is either working and on or it ain't. So I'll be changing the battery. Hopefully that drinking with you version. Oh, and yeah, don't mess with guitar players. We have all the batteries. Never a shortage. Our smoke detectors are always fine because we always have plenty of spare 9 volts. But you know what? This is live music for you, isn't it? This is the way it goes. But yeah, for the love of God, Taylor, maybe they do on their newer acoustic. Maybe it's an excuse to buy a new guitar. Georgie, I'm buying a new guitar. Yeah, there's no way of knowing if it's about to have no battery. That sounds better, doesn't it? So yeah. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by technology. This is a song about being a grown-ass man and apparently being very prepared and having a plethora of 9-volt batteries on hand at any time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never one for going hard. Never had a fear of missing out. No FOMO, never happy in a crowd. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm a grown-ass man. Please take me home. I've had all that I can. Please take me home. Never had to see the lights. Please take me home. Never had an urge for starting fights. I want to go home. Kinda happy on my own. Please take me home. And I know I'm surely not alone. And I just don't have a plan. Please take me home. And I've had all I can stand. Please take me. So I'll quietly creep up the back stairs and you won't hear a sound. You'll awake and wonder what the time is. It's only 10 p.m. I'm a grown-ass man. Please take me home, James. I've done all that I can. Please take me home. I just don't have a plan. Please take me home, yeah. I've done all I can stand. Please take me home. Oh, I have a song called Home as well about going home. Yeah, I've definitely got a theme, don't I, with a lot of my songs. Some less so than others. All right, as well as my own. Um, hmm, Actually, no, I don't have that one. I don't have the chord for that one, so I'm not going to. Oh, wait, do I? Let's see. I know I should be having this conversation, with myself, not while I'm doing this one. There it is. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm going to play this one. So, as well as the music that I produce and release under my own name, I have an alter ego. Goes by the name of Righty Dokie. And Righty Dokie is like an old Righty Dokie makey skip. It's an old sort of English, very common in British humour and British comedy, a bit like Scarpa. I used to have a band called Scarpa, and it's kind of in that same domain where it's like Righty Dokie. So I've got a artist called Righty Dokie, and I've released a couple of songs using that name. One of them is an homage to my favourite movie of all time. I actually made my children watch this with me for the first time the other night. They thought it was mid. I don't think they said mid, but that was the impression I got from them. They didn't love it. My favourite movie of all time. Seen it probably more than 100 times. It is, of course, Back to the Future, and this is a track called Time McFly. Back in 1985, late for class, feeling fine 'cause I have a rock and roll band. Got a call from my older friend, working on a way to bend the space. Time continuum, but it all went so wrong, and I had to escape. Hit the gas as I hit 88. Time that flies when you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it feels. Time that flies and you're out of here. One long pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. Need to find my mom and dad. Get them to the fish under the sea dance before we all fade away. tough. The Ducks plan is pretty rough, cause we need a lightning bolt. But my girlfriend has written her number for me, and I now know my dancing key. Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it feels. Time that flies and you're out of here. One long pile and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. This is the creepy bit where Marty McFly hooks up with his mum. Parking cars with boys, flux capacitors. George is such a bore. Had to play guitar, might have gone too far, but your kids are gonna love it. Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it feels. Time that flies and you're out of here. One long pile and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. Oh, a fun song. And yeah, one, again, not super proud of my music videos, but I made a music video for that song where I actually got the original VHS. It's usually down there. I actually had it out to show my kids. Well, look, kids, one day you'll inherit this VHS copy of Back to the Future. And they're like, thanks. Charlotte, do you want it? No? Okay. Crying. No, it's, I get it. I don't want their laboo-boos. They don't have any laboo-boos. At least I don't think so. Unless they have secret laboo-boos. Now I have to ask them about laboo-boo. Stop saying laboo-boo in there. I've only written one murder ballad ever because I'm not a violent person. And when I wrote my murder ballad, I decided to write it about murdering not a person, not even a living thing, but the concept of murdering time I found interesting. So I decided to write a song about murdering time, about wasting time doing things so that you don't hurt other people. Sounded creepier than I meant to do. Only senses the darkness, only feelings the pain, only time is behind me. Don't have nothing to gain at the end of my tether. Only one thing to do. I'm murdering time to save myself and others from the thoughts in my mind. I'm murdering time so I don't end up taking a life. I'm murdering time. murdering time. Or as I like to say sometimes, murdering that opening riff. Just a little bit, just a little bit. All right. We've got a bunch more songs to play for you here. How are we going on time? Yeah, ticking along despite a few hiccups there with a few little things. But yeah, hope you enjoyed yourself. Sorry I can't be here in the flesh, but hopefully this is some sort of consolation. I've still never actually missed a show, even in the summertime. Even when it's summertime, I still manage to do a show. Only the rain keeps me company, falling from high in the sky. Gray skies above and they're bringing me down. Walking the streets of my city, stumbling down every street, wondering when it will all start to change. And I wish it was summer, wish it was summer and I was okay. Wish it was summer again. Back to my place in the suburbs, storm clouds are still closing in, safe in my mind for an hour or two. And I pluck up my courage and step out the door. Maybe the rain ain't so bad, maybe it's all what you choose to believe. And I wish it was summer, wish it was summer and I was okay. Wish it was summer again. And I'm doing the best that I can, making the most of the time that I have, living one day at a time. And I'm happy to see you again, telling me everything's gonna be fine. You bring the light to me, and I'm thinking of summer and feeling okay. But I know that summer is gone, and I'm thinking of summer. Think of the sun in my heart, on my skin, thinking of summer again. So the story behind that song is that I wrote that as part of a songwriting challenge where it was to write a song about summer. And the problem was that the group was in the Northern Hemisphere and I was down here in Australia. So I was like, I'm going to write a song about how I wish it was summer, I am. And that's exactly what I did. And that was the result about wishing it were summer. The thing, though, is that the seasons are always changing. In fact, the only thing that doesn't change is, in fact, that things will change. It's a common misconception. It's a thing that many fear, that the comfort that we have right now is going to disappear. The only thing that stays the same is that things will change, and you can choose to kick and scream, but things will change. It's a hope of kings and peasants too. It's a dream of weak and brave. It's a fear as big as speaking up, and a fact that never fades. The only thing that stays the same is that things will change, and you can choose to kick and scream, but things will change. So what is to be done of it? Oh, and what else do we say when everything we know and love is changing every day? And the only thing that doesn't change is that things will change, and you can choose to kick and scream, but things will change. The only thing that doesn't change is that things will change, and you can choose to kick and scream, but things will change. Yes, things will change. Truth, ain't no chance that things won't change. But you know what? The thing is, even though things are going to change, you got two choices, don't you? I'll drink to that. Cheers, everybody. Don't forget the thumbs up button, all the YouTube things. Cheers. You got two choices, right? You give up. Who's down for giving up? Or the other way to go is to hold on. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. You want it all and you want it now, but you doubt your talent and you don't know how. Look around at what others do. Think it's easy, so why not you? But success isn't overnight, so if you want to win, you're gonna have to fight. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, hold on. nowhere to win. Looking sideways at other folks, thinking you're the butt of everyone's joke. But there's one lesson that I've learned: when you feel that you can't return, that is that you should persevere, because you won't get it done by living in fear. Hold on, hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Oh, 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 oh. They say get rich, buy a house, a car, a diamond ring, but that won't really make you happy. Hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, yes, it's gonna be a long, and it's gonna be a long, long time. Yeah. Weirdly written well before any of the doings are transpired, all the way back in 2018 for, well, 2019, the very first Song Timber song. And look, you might be there looking at me going, "Look, Johns, I've had enough of this lecture. Like, we're not all perfect like you. We can't play guitars and write songs." And to that, I'd say, yet. I just want you to add that to any time you're saying something that you can't do. Anytime you're using that word can't, you've got to switch it around. You either say I can do it, or focus on what you can do, or even better, say yet, or say but I will, or say but I can do this. Guess what? I can't ride a unicycle, but I can play a guitar. I can't record electronic music, yet maybe I need to practice and learn to create electronic music. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that really, when it all boils down to it, we're all just a work in progress. Because we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out, 'cause we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Nobody's knowing all they can. Not everything will go to plan. You might be set up, you might get fed up. Maybe you just need a helping hand. 'Cause we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out, 'cause we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. We all have doubt, things to know and learn about, that we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. When everything just feels so hard, you need to strive and you'll go far. It's hard to grow up, but if you show up, you'll shine and they'll see what you are. 'Cause we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out, 'cause we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. But what we know, we all have time, room to grow. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. The shame and pain you feel inside, perfectionist, is why you hide. Trust in yourself and you will see we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. 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 The truth. No one's got it figured out. I don't care who you are. I don't care how successful you are. I don't care what your name is or what your bank balance is. We all are just a work in progress. We've all got things we can work on and we can do differently, don't we? Don't we? All right, got time for a couple more here. This is our penultimate tune. This this is my mum's favourite tune. I know it's many of your favourite tunes, and I kind of can't do an acoustic set these days without someone requesting it. So I will preempt that request. I'll preempt that request and just play it for you now. This is sort of the prequel to Drinking with You. It's like it's the story of the couple from Drinking with You before they're old and grey. Back when they were young and courting and having children. And I like it. I like to think that it's like a little story. One day I'll do a video, but not like an AI slop video. I need to hire someone to do a cool video about this song because I reckon it might be nice. Anyway, it's called 6 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mother told me, son, you'd better dance while you've got the chance and have the talent. But I would rather sit and play with toys, hang out with the boys and start some trouble. So she dragged me away, all the while trying to say, son, there'll be time for all that, you better start dancing. Time after time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me and we're dancing in 6 and 8 time. Now I found a reason I should dance. There would be romance around the corner. 10 years later we would be as one. A different kind of fun, but one that's lasting. Working mortgage and kids, wouldn't change it for quids most of the time. Only wish there was more time to go dancing. Time after time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me and we're dancing in 6 and 8 time. Now we're older, time is moving on like a distant song you don't remember. But I know one thing that will never fade. The memories we made will last forever. And my mother was right, and to my delight, now I can pass on her words to the next generation. time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me. We're dancing in 6 and 8 time. Yes, time after time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me. And we're dancing in 6, yes, we're dancing in 6. We're dancing in 6 and 8 time. Woo! Yes, that one takes it out of me. Junga, 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 over and over, over and over. Yeah. Yeah, so that one was from my EP from a few years ago called, oh, Jeebus, was that Own Battle or Maybe? Go to petejohns.com. Thomas Christ has probably already told you that, or one of the wonderful moderators here on the channel. I'm going to presume and say thank you to Thomas and to Jade for doing pre-shows, for doing a Thomas Christ rock show and a Jade challenge or opening hour, or who knows, but there was probably entertainment before this show. So cheers to them, cheers to you, cheers to everyone. All right, we have one song left. This is probably one of my favourite songs to play. It's cathartic. We opened with Never to... oh, I'm getting all choked up. We opened with Never to Blame, which is about the sort of people who, just go about their life doing things and never think that they're to blame. Well, those same people often have opinions. And you know what they say? Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one and they usually stink. So I wrote this song about people who have too many opinions that they confuse with fact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody talks too much. They like to hear the sound of their own voice echoing across the room, and it don't mean much when it's nothing more than your opinion. Everybody shouts out loud when there's emotion, but it doesn't mean a lot to anybody listening, getting up on your high horse, making sure we all know your opinion. Have the right to say whatever you want. You have the freedom to express your little thoughts, but there are consequences to everything. So don't look so shocked when I call you on your should it be something that I need to say. Let me explain it to you in one more way. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That's some physics for you, friend. You have the right to think whatever you feel. You have the freedom to be a tool. But when we call you out on your BS, don't be surprised, surprised, surprised. Time to quiet down. We're sick of listening to the same old clowns, repeating what they said the last time round. I think we're done with your opinion. Already told us your opinion. There's consequences to your opinion. It might be wrong, but it's your opinion. Your opinion. I've had more comments about that song than any other of my songs that I have played and written and recorded and shared. That and Work in Progress, weirdly. I get it with that one. That one, if you had controversial opinions, you'd be like, "You telling me this is what thinks and says." And I'm like, why do you keep pluralizing every word? They're like, no, it's worries about what I'm doing. It's what's yours doing. All right. People are going to be like, what is wrong with this guy? Anyway, thank you all for being here in the Blue Couch room. It's good to be back here in the original background. If anyone did provide a donation, a super chat, a super sticker, a super thanks, a super duper califragilisticexpialidocious, you're awesome. Thank you also to my wonderful members, round of applause. Thank you to my Patreon members, round of applause. Thank you for everyone who hit the thumbs up button, round of applause. And thanks for just hanging out. Thanks for supporting me and giving me something to do every Sunday. Every Sunday afternoon, morning, whatever time it is, or every Saturday night. I know there's many people that this is part of your weekly ritual, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you for that. I know there's some people that have just joined this community, and I appreciate you for checking us out. And there's some people somewhere in between. Maybe you used to watch me, and then you're like, that guy's still going? I've had a few of those lately where they're like, I can't believe you're still making videos. Like, thanks. I'm not sure. Is that a compliment? What was that? But it's good. I appreciate it. So thank you. You know what we say at the end of every show around here? Be kind to yourselves. Seriously, if you didn't get the message for a lot of those songs, good people being good to other good people is great. And standing up to the people that are wankers, equally great. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.